Keep your job, change your approach. Today, I will show you how to turn your salary into a wealth engine, step by step. You don't need a startup or perfect timing. You need a plan that makes your paycheck keep working after you clock out. Think about it, every raise, every bonus can either disappear into upgrades or build a future that runs on autopilot. Hey, I'm João. Welcome to the very first episode of How to Make Your First Million with Your 9-to-5 Job. In this series, we are going to break down, step by step, how to turn your salary into wealth. We will keep it practical, what to do at work to increase your income, how to control spending without spreadsheets, how to build your emergency fund, and how to invest simply and consistently. I will show you a few tools to help you with planning and budgeting, but what matters most is your behavior. Let's start with the way you think about money. This is a reset of how you use your money with the same job, but with new rules. Most people run the same loop for years. Work hours, get paid, spend money, repeat. It's not bad, it's just incomplete. If we want to build our future, we should ask a different question. How can this month's paycheck keep working after I stop? That single question turns a salary into a tool. Imagine two co-workers with the same exact income. At the end of the month, one buys upgrades like a phone or extra subscription. The other sets two transfers, one to a saving account and another to an investing account. After 1 month, they look like the same. After 12, the second has a smart portfolio. But after 5 years, the gap is huge and the habits are effortless. Lock this in early. When you get a raise, a promotion, or a bonus, pre-decide a split. For the first year, send at least half of any increase to investing or debt payoff. Keep the rest to enjoy your life. You will still feel the upgrade, but you won't erase your progress. Raises compound when you invest them, not when you inflate your lifestyle. Lifestyle creep is the quiet thief. Your income goes up and somehow your spending catches up. New apartment, slightly newer car, just a few subscriptions, and at the end of the month, the same leftover cash as before. If we change our approach, we will enjoy upgrades intentionally, not automatically. Let's use these 3 rules. First, the 50% raise rule. For the next raise, set the rule now. At least 50% goes to investing or debt payoff. If your raise is $200 a month, move at least $100 and let the rest improve your lifestyle. Second, one in, one out. For every new recurring expenses, replace another. Add a subscription, cancel one. The goal isn't zero fun, it's zero drift. And if you add a new subscription, you probably won't have time to use both anyway. Third, the 72-hour buffer for big buys. Any purchase above your threshold, let's say $300, gets a 72-hour pause. If you still want it after 3 days, and if it fits your plans, great. But if the excitement fades, you just protected your future for the price of waiting a weekend. You don't have to live tiny, you just have to make upgrades a choice, not a reflex. When you choose deliberately, you can enjoy the present and fund the future. But here is the tricky part. The beginning is boring. The first few deposits won't change your life. That's why most people stop. Results show up for people who keep going long enough to see compounding. This happens in every part of our life, like starting a diet, learning a new skill. We apply all the same principles. Automate contributions, avoid timing the market, ignore the daily noise, and review monthly, not hourly, because the charts can fluctuate. The job is to stay consistent. If you are curious about your own path, put your numbers into any compound growth calculator, and after seeing the curve, it will make you stay patient. Your paycheck is the engine, but engines need fuel lines that don't leak. Another mindset shift: track your money to make decisions, not to punish yourself. You are not trying to count every coffee forever. You are learning where your money actually goes. Once a month, export transactions from your bank and group them into simple buckets: housing, food, transport, and subscriptions. It will show you where the leaks are. Then set a rule you will actually keep. The classic is 50-30-20. 50 for needs, 30 to enjoy your life, and 20 for investing. But you can flip it if you want speed. Like 50-20-30. Same needs, fewer lifestyle expenses, bigger investing. We will look at an easy way to do this in a future episode without spreadsheets. Before a big buy, ask yourself, Does this add to my future or create a new bill? Not every dollar needs to be invested. Life is meant to be lived, of course. But if your default is assets first, upgrade second, your financial independence arrives faster. Let's do 2 quick comparisons that change behavior. Phone upgrade or investing $100 in an ETF. If you invest in an ETF, it can double in value over a decade. The phone depreciates the day you open the box. If you truly need it, buy it. If not, try a split, a cheaper phone plus $500 invested. Same applies for car upgrade versus investing the difference. If a newer car adds $200 a month, what if that money went into your portfolio for the next 36 months? Many people discover the current car is good enough because when you see it, you can't unsee it. Goals are outcomes. For example, if you say, I want to be wealthy, is vague, but if you say, I'm the kind of person who invests every payday, spends with intention, and favor assets over upgrade, is specific. Decisions get easier when they agree with your identity. Add tiny actions to habits you already have. Morning coffee, open your bank app and make sure the auto invest is scheduled. The actions are tiny, but keeps you focused. If you want accountability, tell one person the small habit you are starting. We don't like to break our word, and when we tell someone what we are doing, it becomes easier to keep going. To make this real, give yourself a 90-day sprint. First, pick a contribution you can keep, for example, $50 a month, and automate it on the same date each month. Second, choose a spending rule like 50-30-20 and stick to it for 3 cycles. Third, if you get a raise, do the 50% raise rule. Save 50% before you even see the money. Fourth, set a big buy buffer where anything over your choose price gets a 72-hour pause. Fifth, schedule a 50-minute monthly review, same day, same time for the next 3 months. What should you expect? At 30 days, you will feel more in control. At 60 days, you will see a tangible win, a smaller balance, a growing cash account, or an investment account that finally exists. At 90 days, you will know the system is light enough to live with and strong enough to matter. That's the point, not perfection, proof that you can make it. So now, let's hit a few common roadblocks. It's not the right time. It never feels like the right time. Start smaller, prove it for 90 days, then scale it. Or, I don't make enough money. You don't need a lot to start, you need consistency. $10 invested on payday is better than 0 for a year. I'm afraid of making mistakes. Good, that's healthy. Everyone does. Use simple rules. Automate contributions, review monthly, and you are good. Or I will start when I get a raise, or I will start next year. That's a trap. Start now, even with a tiny number. Let's do a quick recap. This will be our focus for the next 90 days. Use your job to fund a system that keeps working after you stop. Fight lifestyle inflation. Play the long game, stick to this, and by day 90 you will see the difference. This is just a start. In the next episode, we will get tactical about increasing your income. How to prepare for a raised conversation, how to position your achievements, how to level up skills, and how to use evenings or weekends to build a simple side income without burning out. Hit subscribe and click here for episode 2.